Alright. Hello, Star Destroyer.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
Alright.
Yeah, thanks for coming tonight. Is it your guys' first time here?
No.
Yes.
Not for me.
Not for you?
No, I was on a slow radio
This
station in
guy.
like 1996, man.
I've been going to school here for like 10 years.
I'm old. I'm
But
like 44
Awesome.
years old. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. But I
Just
do have a 23-year-old kid. No, I don't. I'm just kidding again. What's up?
So, how was the radio station back then?
I was different than this.
Yeah?
Yeah. There was ugly dudes, you know.
Yeah, not
Now
now.
there's
They're all
much pretty
beautiful.
dudes.
Yeah. Gorgeous. All right.
Good looking guys, alright.
So, I have a couple questions for you guys. First of all, is this all of you?
No, we were 3/5 of the band. So
3/5. Okay.
Ken Supernger and Quigley Down Under could not be here.
Okay, so what do you guys play?
I play the guitar.
Drums.
I'd yell.
He yells and he plays the kazoo.
Run around like an asshole. Yeah.
He's our front man.
He's the front guy.
Awesome. All right, and how did you guys start?
Actually, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I was in another band. We don't have to get into that band, but I had lost a drummer, and I was looking for one. I walked into a bar, Mojo's, some of you might have been there, and one of my buddies said, "Hey, I know a guy who plays drums." Took me to the back of the bar, and lo and behold, sat this beautiful young man, and he looked at me and threw his hand out and said, "Hey, I'm your drummer." I said, "Yes, you are. We practice tomorrow." Practice turned into we're going to get beers at Hooters, and then after a couple sessions of that, we started jamming. Made a CD with a guy named Ken Supernger, guitar player for Star Destroyer. Guy taught me everything I know about metal. And he was like, I told him, "Hey, man, it'd be cool if we joined forces and recorded like an epic song." And then he hit me up one day and was like, "Hey, do you think you and Dan would be down to like start something?" I was like, "Yeah." Had no idea what I was getting into. Hindsight's 2020. Probably would have said,
Kind of picked up
F that, you know.
Yeah.
That built Star Destroyer.
And then we got
Awesome.
this guy tried out. After we got our bass player Quigley, you know, we got him convinced, and this guy tried out. The minute he started singing, like everything came together and was like, "This is what we need to do." It was magic.
That's awesome.
Magic.
So you guys have been around for a few years then.
3 years.
3 years.
Three years.
This month we've been 3 years. Yeah.
That's great. Like, where do you guys?
What do you buy
practice
each
and
other? You know, when you're together for 3 years. Is it like gold?
Blessed with the house. We can
Awesome.
jam in the garage.
Nice.
We've got
Union City.
full studio built up.
Cool. Do your neighbors complain?
Actually, funny story.
Yeah,
I
right.
got a studio for a while in Oakland,
Okay.
and I was moving my gear out to go to the studio, and my neighbors actually complained that we stopped playing it.
Really? Wow.
I've got neighbors that'll sit out and drink a bottle of wine while we're practicing.
Okay, that's
and-
interesting because like, where do you like? What area do you live?
Union City, right by Union Landing,
Interesting. Okay.
over by that creek. And,
Around the world.
Yeah.
His neighbors, family members of a band used to be on called Shrinkage, Filipino punk rock surf band. Good friends of mine, Randy and Joff and Maynard. They're all like kind of like live in the house or are friends with the people who live next door to them. So they're all about music and appreciate what we do. And every once in a while we see them and say what's up to them, and they come by and drink a beer.
It's a good street to
That's
live on because
awesome.
we're
Yeah.
not very quiet.
Good to know. Well,
No, yeah, it's loud. It's loud. So
That's
For
cool.
sure.
So how'd you guys come up with the name? What's the inspiration?
We're all nerds.
We love
You know?
Star Wars.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To Star Wars.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Cool.
We're like angry Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, it's like Big
No,
Bang Theory.
no.
Big Bang Theory plus a couple
Yeah.
30 packs of
Close
Coors
to-
Light.
We're like
That's
angry, stupid Big Bang
Yeah, there you
Theory.
go.
Yeah.
We're not smart at all.
What was the original name? It wasn't Star Destroyer.
That's Death Star.
Death
Star,
We
yeah.
did-
We
We,
called
we didn't
ourselves-
want to have
we did a
death
couple
in
of
our name.
shows.
just
We
did
did a
Death
show
Star,
at
yeah.
Mojo. It was on a St. Patrick's Day about 3 years ago, and we introduced ourselves as Death Star.
Yeah, we don't have any songs about death.
Death Star,
So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I didn't want to be like, Death Star.
And then
they're like, oh, there you go.
Super came up one day and goes, I think
Star
Imperial
Destroyer.
Star Destroyer would be tight. And then we're just like, Star
We just
Destroyer
ran
it
with it.
is. So.
Well, that's a cool name. So how many albums? do
Until
you
we're
have?
sued.
We're working on one right now.
We have like
We have an
CD.
EP.
We've
It's
got a
got
lot
of
6
DIY.
songs, yeah.
And then
Okay.
We got a lot of DIY
Like some-
stuff. A
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
Live recordings.
Very nice. Yeah.
Stuff like that, because we've never been on a label or anything like that. So we all have recording.
But we're very willing to
Experience
accept
and stuff.
money.
Okay, because you guys have all been in separate bands before.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
And
Yeah.
our guitar player, Ken Supernger, he's the main recording force. That guy's been doing recording for a living for a while.
Cool.
He's got
Technically, yeah. Technically, them two came from a different band, and me and the other two guys came from a different band.
it's just,
Nice. merge
So
together.
we
Yeah.
joined forces and joined gear, and now we have everything.
Now we have everything we
Good,
need. Yeah.
good. And you guys record at his house.
Yeah, in my garage.
In
You
the
record in your
garage,
garage.
yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
For while we were doing it in Ken Super's living room in Castro Valley, the first like EP was all done there.
Yeah.
All the drums were done in Dan's garage, so it came out really good too.
I perform my tank.
So you guys are working on anything right now? Just doing.
Wait,
yeah,
Actual
CD
album,
right now.
actual CD, yeah.
Very nice.
It,
yeah.
This Gilman show kind of popped up. We've kind of taken a hiatus on shows for the
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
So, I mean, last year we did Slims, we did the Rocket Room, we did DNA Lounge.
Very nice,
We
yeah.
did some high-profile shows. So now we're kind of taking a minute because you're doing a lot of shows and it's always, okay, let's practice for this gig, let's practice for that gig, let's do
Right.
this and that.
Right.
Right now we're eliminating all that
Just focusing.
and focusing on writing and recording. We've got 4 or 5 new tunes that are almost complete, and we got about 3 or 4 more, and we're going to do a full length. So,
Very nice. Speaking of shows, do you guys have a favorite venue to play at?
I'm excited about playing at the Gilman coming up here because
Yeah.
that's basically
Yeah.
like where I like
I've
you
been-
know
yeah.
sank my teeth into like being into music and all, you know. So
And
I'm really stoked about
we're
that.
even we're even recalling an old punk song. We're not really a punk band, but there's an old punk song that when we first got together, we kind of messed with it and played it.
Cool. So you guys are
We're
playing.
bringing that
In
back
honor,
just
yeah.
for the Gilman.
I've been to the Gilman a million times. Never was played there.
You
I
gotta
always
play a
wanted to
punk
do
song.
it. So
You gotta play a punk song at the Gilman. It's,
Yeah, definitely.
pay some homage to the Gilman.
Yes.
Homage.
Seen him on Gilman Street.
So when is that show?
Debris?
for you?
Debris.
March 8th. Friday
March
night.
8th. Right. That's right. It's coming up. Can't
Word.
believe it's almost
Next
March.
2 weeks, something like that.
Ridiculous.
Next week from this Friday to be exact, guys. All ages, $10. See you there.
And do you guys have any inspirations for your music?
We're so
We're all-
wide ranged. Like everybody has such different tastes. That's like
I think we
it's
all
really weird.
consistently like Slayer, Metallica.
I mean, like but as
Redemption
far as it, but
87.
you couldn't
We're
hear it. You
blended.
couldn't hear it in
Rancid.
like what we sound.
Yeah.
NoFX.
It's all like a bunch
We're a
of
blend
different
of little
stuff.
weird musicians.
Yeah.
Sounds like Black
That's like
Sabbath and Led
best,
Zeppelin
though.
got together and just made melodic music.
Our bass player
With
is
a lot of
Or
beer.
nothing like
is a
that.
cellist player.
Oh, okay.
You know,
or nothing like that.
I like the,
It could sound like that, or it could sound absolutely.
Hey,
nothing
when we're like
that.
an 18-pack deep, that's why I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
we sound like this.
Oh yeah, no, we do sound really good.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
18-pack
And that's
deep.
what
We
kick.
kick.
We kick
Wicked ass.
but
Cool.
That's awesome.
All right, another question. Do you guys have a crazy fan story or a crazy band story that's happened? while
Oh
you're
man, we got
playing?
some crazy fans.
Yeah, man, we went down to LA.
I was gonna say
yeah,
this
we went
one.
down to LA.
I was gonna
We
say
went
this
to
right
the
now.
Whiskey. We went to go play at the Whiskey,
The Whiskey.
and we were like just chilling in the back, like drinking,
I was-
getting messed up.
I was
whatever.
just about to say
And
this.
we like so there's like an empty 30-pack which we like fastened, like you know, gave it a lid, it's beautiful, like turned it into an actual bedside
Don't help me hear
commode,
this
and
story.
then like filmed him, you know.
Alright, so the story is like we went down to Whiskey and Riverside to play these shows, and for some reason I just hadn't had
That's
like
your
a bowel
funny
movement in
story.
like 3 days
Yeah,
of the whole
yeah.
trip. Smoked like a carton of cigarettes, drank beer the whole time, and then we ate at like a bunch of crappy restaurants. So like by the time I got to the Whiskey, I was really like had bad stomach problems, and everywhere in LA wants you to buy something to eat or drink when you go to use the restroom, and I had no money. And everyone's like, go buy like $1 like root beer. I'm like, I don't even have $1. So like, and I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want like a chump. So like, everyone's like, dude, just go poop by the dumpster. Couldn't do it. So we ripped open an empty 30-pack and
made him a toilet.
I just made a
Oh
toilet and just
my
made a whole
God.
diarrhea mess in the 30-pack. It's all on film.
I feel like
It
should
was
have
great.
handed that out to fans after.
As soon as we get the DVD, maybe I should let people see that.
Wow.
That's great.
That is
Just gotta do the Justin
that's
Timberlake
insane.
song.
Yeah.
Poop in the bucket.
Alright, so speaking of like going to LA and stuff, you guys have toured a lot or
Not a lot.
No.
Not a lot.
we've just
Yeah.
played like, you know, Bay Area, fucking
I'm originally from
friggin'
Southern California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
So we went
got
down and
the
played
hookups
with some of
down
my
there.
old friends and, you know, hung out with them, friends and family and stuff.
Very nice. You guys got place to stay. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all good.
And that's what counts.
Yeah.
We've done Reno a couple
We've done
times.
Reno, but yeah, you know,
We're
we're just
mostly Bay Area oriented.
Very nice. Alright, last question. Do you guys have a favorite TV show? Because we do. It's The Walking Dead. I don't know if you guys watch The
Hey.
Walking Dead.
Yes.
Hey,
And I
but
can't
you know what?
believe
I would roll
I
the
can't
same.
believe Trey is still hitting
I
on
would
the
roll the
there.
same.
Dude,
I would roll the
the
same. Hey,
I'd have stabbed her head in the back.
Hey,
I'd stab you
people
back.
hate on
You'd be
Shane.
dead.
People hate on
Me and
Shane.
Shane.
I just want to say,
Then I
if Shane
killed Shane.
didn't die,
I took that
Daryl
girl,
would
too.
not have been the main guy. got because Shane ran it.
Dude,
I just think it's messed up that Rick had to come back from waking up in the apocalypse to find Shane humping his lady. And that's why the demise of the redneck shit happened. Man, you be quiet. Anyways, I just want to say, guys, Shane's the shit.
I'm scared.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, you're a little rowdy over Walking Dead. It's okay.
Alright, well, great. I'm glad we got your input on The Walking Dead. And
well, I got some more to say. No, I'm just joking.
I just want to say thanks for coming out tonight. We're excited to hear you guys on the radio. Definitely tune in, Ustream, hear
Thank
him,
you.
watch
Come
them.
out March 8th.
Yes,
Start
March
going.
Gilman.
Reverb Nation / We Need a Bigger Boat.
Skulls.
Awesome.